Now it is time to keep it 100, and to do that, we are joined by ring announcer Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for Bears Unleashed.
Oh, that's probably the best rejoiner that we have.
I'm ready to fight right
It
now.
really is. Okay, well, I'll clear out of the way.
Corey's a
You're gonna do
lover.
that.
Who's not a fighter.
Yeah, exactly. So, Michael, your voice obviously so synonymous with sports, especially for us up here, the four of us. But how did your catchphrase, I guess I'll call it that, come about?
Well, there was this thing where when I first started, ring announcers were introducing all their buddies on the boxing commission. So the fighters would come to the ring, it's exciting, there's music, and then the announcer has to kill the crowd by introducing the 3 judges, 4 doctors, the commission, the board members, and you just took all the energy out of it. And as a fan, I always love those introductions at all-star games and that sort of thing. They're the stars of the show. So I wanted that gentlemen start your engines moment where, okay, now we're going to meet the guys or the race is going to begin. And I tried a few different things like, man your battle stations. And the great Muhammad Ali used to have this thing where he would say, I'm so pretty, rumble, young man, rumble, ah. And it just, so I kind of like fine-tuned, let's get ready to rumble, and stuck with it.
It's so great. Classic. And being here in Chicago, too, like, we love those introductions. Reminds me of, like, the 90s Bulls. Like, introductions are so important. So I absolutely love that. So you're from Philadelphia, so we talked about it. Eagles fan, right?
Long time from concrete Charlie Bednarik in the 50s and 60s all the way up to Super Bowl 52.
Yeah, rub it in. So we won't hold that against you around here because Bears do play the Eagles here in a few weeks.
I like the Bears. I'm glad to hear. I think Trubisky will be back. We got a bye week, so Trubisky comes back against the Saints.
So we think.
And it's so you hope, I'm sure. And then it's 5 games, and 4 of those are against playoff teams. And I think that'll make or break the season. But offensive line's got to get it on track. But Chicago's got the best defensive player in the NFL. Khalil Mack.
Good old Khalil Mack.
Man.
So Matt Nagy is from the same coaching tree as Doug Peterson. Do you like Doug Peterson being a Philadelphia guy? Obviously you have to appreciate him as a head coach, right?
Yeah, they like to go on 4th and short, no matter where they are on the field, as we remember in the Super Bowl. And they like to do these things, and the Bears should be 4-1 right now, except for a penalty and a couple of turnovers in London.
Penalties, very generous, but yes, a couple of those penalties.
Anyone that says that the Bears should be 4-1 is a good friend of mine. Michael, let me ask you this question. It's one I've been wanting to ask you. Who is your favorite boxer of all time? You've seen so many.
Of all time, I never got to introduce him in the ring, but got to know him well through the years and in charity events and things. But it has to be Muhammad Ali. There's no doubt about that. My favorite, as far as pound for pound, the best fighter ever, I got to see him when I was younger, in his late stage of his career, would have to be Sugar Ray Robinson, as just the best fighter ever. But my favorite, Ali, no doubt about it.
Corey always says that he can take Ali in the ring, and I'm just
I never said that. I never said
you're a
that.
big
I'm
guy,
not floating like a butterfly. I'm not stinging like no bee. I'll tell you that. I just lift weights. That's all.
Okay.
So you are in town,
Everybody
Michael.
has dreams,
Yeah, right. So you are in town, Michael, and I hear, so for a Saturday night fight, I hear Osic's opponent has caused some drama. Tell us a little bit about what's going down on
Wintrust
Saturday.
Arena tomorrow night, Saturday night. Alexander Usyk, Olympic gold medal champion, and a undisputed is very rare now in boxing, cruiserweight champion of the world, moving up to heavyweight. And the drama you're talking about is we had an opponent, and at the last, with like a week to go, he had to drop out, and you scramble for that substitute. You got the tickets sold and everything. And they actually came up with what I think it might even be a tougher guy. Philadelphia fighter Chaz Witherspoon, his cousin, was a heavyweight champ. And this guy's 38 wins with 29 knockouts.
So
That's a pretty good fight.
Yeah.
A big guy in a big fight. But the last time an undefeated cruiserweight champion stepped up to the heavyweight division, his name was Evander Holyfield.
Oh, we all know that.
Five-time heavyweight world champion.
We know that name.
Maybe Usyk is that same type of guy.
Maybe. Before we let you go, do you think the Bears make the playoffs?
Ooh.
Trubisky comes back and he's healthy, and the O-line kicks it into gear, get the running game going. Defense is there.
Yeah.
The defense is there. Yeah, I think they can make the playoffs.
All right, we
There we
like
go.
that. All right,
There we
thank
go.
you so
For the
much for
playoffs.
joining us, Michael. We appreciate it so much. All right, coming up next, it is time for the Blitz. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back on Bears Unleashed.